There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only take so many revelations at a time. What we discovered here, it changes everything.
A hidden god in the living land. Yes.
Oh my god. No!
Andres Devs. This was no accident.
What happened? Who did this? The city's under attack. It's a moment to waste. I just hope Quilichi is all right.
Something's broken. Doesn't look like the city, but let's make sure no one's hurt.
All things considered, your Miss Iverno looks undamaged. Surprising when you consider the state of our defenses. Whoever started this fight didn't come prepared to finish it. I will be happy to oblige them. Someone need a dangerous enemy today.
We'll fight them with you, Giada.
They break, they bind us.
I hope everyone is all right. My people settled these lands in the name of freedom. It took 50 years, but our oppressors caught up to us. I hate living in interesting times.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Again and again they strike.
Not saying a word.
What's up, Telly? Yo. Try the demo. Oh, Toxic Commando, how is it? How's the demo for you, Telly? You like it, huh? Yeah, it's pretty good. But I feel it's a little too light. I still wanted to see more before I kinda decide on the investment. Yes. So, from the sound of it, you finished it, huh? Your legend shirt, yeah. You add it to your wish list. Okay. Well, if you like that kind of game, it's not multiplayer, but if you like a Resident Evil kind of game that plays like that, try Days Gone. Have you heard about Days Gone, Telly? Check it out. It's an old game, so it should be cheapo enough for you. If you're looking for a large amounts of zombies,
Thank goodness.
That's the one.
It's good to see home again.
Think so? Let me check again. Alright, sure.
Soon the Rangers will
I
strengthen
think there's
the
like an
defense.
HD remake of it or some sort. You got it free? Oh, then perfect. That should hold you over till you can, till the release date. Yeah, word time. It's literally exactly the game you played, but in third person. Yep. Cannot be undone. She got this one. Oh well.
I knew the Steel Garrote were up to no good.
No one ever...
Okay.
plans anything nice in a hidden...
Ring, ring, ring.
war camp, do they?
This isn't over, you know.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
You like how chaotic the game can be.
Envoy,
Also
I owe
known
you
as
my
a
gratitude,
disaster.
and perhaps an
I
apology. They tell me you're the reason our city is standing. You took care of the Steel Garrote before they could cause any serious damage. I can't imagine what it cost you to stand up to the likes of the Steel Garrote, but we won't forget it. You warned me something like this might happen.
Also known
At least
as
we
what?
had time to brace for it.
No doubt your Inquisitor is aware
Also
of
known
what
as a
happened here.
disaster.
You've made a powerful
Chaos.
enemy.
We're a long way from Adir. You might find allies in short supply. As for us, we're still standing. But our enemies have little patience for
As long
faith.
as it's not an extraction game,
We
I guess
agree
it's
on
fine,
one
right?
thing. The Stilgarot have declared war on the Living Lands.
Call it what you like. This is an invasion of our sovereign territory.
What happened here is no coincidence. Their forces already have an unshakable grip on Paradis. Today marks a notable victory, but we've only bought ourselves time, not salvation.
With extraction, you
Tell
might
us,
constantly die.
what of your research into the Dream Scourge? Assuming our governor wants to hear it.
I may have spoken in haste before.
Pardon?
The very notion that the Dream Scourge had blighted our
Yeah,
farms.
they got us back for Dead
It
2
was too
and
awful
Back
to
for Blood.
acknowledge.
Are you being serious right now?
I am. The sanctuary my family built was falling apart on my watch. And I wasn't strong enough to bear it. You must understand. My mother is the Dream Scourge. I hoped against reason that she might recover, but her mind grew as blighted as our lands. To face reality would mean upending my city, throwing order into chaos, and admitting she was truly gone. I'm so sorry, Giata.
Don't waste your apologies on me. This changes nothing between us.
I don't expect your forgiveness, but I will do everything in my power to make this right. Whatever you have to say, I'm ready to hear it.
You want me to do the talking? Very well. The evidence is clear. The
Does that
living
tell you?
lands is
Time
on
to
the
lay
edge
down?
of an ecological
right.
disaster, both physically and spiritually. We may
Need to
know the
rest
origin of
for
the
your
Dream
upcoming
Scourge.
exam
By
again.
following it back to the source,
Exam week's
perhaps we
still
can
not
reverse
over, huh?
the damage.
Okay.
Now for the bad news. An undiscovered god rests in the heart of this island. Until we know more about its nature, we are powerless to stop it.
But this is madness. When I said I was ready for the
midterms?
truth, I didn't mean...
Oh, okay. I see.
Luigi, tell him it's madness.
Rest in peace.
Envoy, is it true?
You're in a tried curriculum. I'd see.
You truly think you can find a god? I said I'd keep an open mind, but this is a bit much.
First the Dream Scourge, then the Steel Garrote, and now, what does this god of yours want us to do? Pray?
This is no time for a theological discussion.
Yeah, let's finish the
Our
fight,
survival
Tilly.
hangs on a knife's edge.
Do it
We
right.
can't remain in Emerald Stair.
But we can return someday. Rebuild your father's legacy. We should relocate to Thirdborn. It's the only settlement that can take us all.
No. I say we go to Paradis.
This is madness. It's suicide.
Wrong. It's self-preservation. And my father would have agreed. As long as we are animancers, the adherents will pursue us to the ends of the earth. Instead, we lay low, hide in plain sight, let them believe we're beaten, and bide our time.
While we hide, the Dream Scourge will tear this island apart. At least in Thirdborn, we can practice animancy freely. We can't gamble with our existence. The political climate of the Living Lands is too dangerous.
Thirdborn's full of hardy types. Lots of former soldiers and mercenaries. A rough bunch, but good to have at your back. It's also farther from the Steel Garrote's base of operations. That's where I'd make my stand.
Thirdborn has its own problems. Paradise is more secure, but it would mean living under a Diran rule. I don't like our options, but that shouldn't stop us from committing to one.
We'll be proud to lend our strength to theirs, as animancers and as fellow expatriates.
I have my misgivings, but you helped my father lead the republics. I trust you to help us again. What of you, envoy? Where does the hunt for the Dream Scourge take you next?
Oh, I do.
Yardsley? Don't tell me you are getting swept up in all of this.
Oh, really? You should know better, darling. Any talk of the Akita, and I will appear. If you're looking for the garden, I can probably lead the way. You're already aware that I'm the foremost Akitan scholar in the Living Lands, and...
Godless scholar, my dear. No one outside of academia uses their proper name.
Ah, right. Layman's terms. Thank you, darling. Well, to make a long story short, I think I can lead you to the garden. 30 years of research, and I think the answer lies in a ruin called Naku Kubel, which is in Shatterscarp, so we've got to get there now. Though the city was saved, my research wasn't, which means the Steel Garrote knows just as much as we do.
Yeah, Tilly.
Wait.
I think they got something.
If they
huh?
know as much as we do, they know to go to Shatterscarp too. Oh no. I've got to warn Temerity. Meet me in Thirdborn, all right? You can't miss it. It's the only bit of civilization in Shatterscarp, if you can call it that. I'll finish getting ready here and just meet you there.
Ugh, what a whirlwind. God, I love that tiny woman.
Yep.
You'll need both to survive the Living Lands, but at least you won't be lacking in good judgment.
Don't speak too soon.
I can promise you a
Silly.
good brain, but it doesn't always come with good judgment. For what it's worth, I vouch for Yardsley. She's a good friend and a bad influence. Right now, we could use both.
There's a gate to the north, which will take you to Shatterscarp. It's guarded by some of our best rangers. I'll make sure they grant you safe passage. May the gods protect you, envoy.
Exploring the Living Lands with a friend. What more could I ask for?
Back to Shatterscarp, then.
So many spare. Why not you? Why not you?
Okay, out to the garden. Cool. Sally Khan, thanks for the like on Facebook. Welcome.
What have you found?
They call themselves the Akita. They worship this strange child.
Woodika will be displeased to hear it.
Boudica is never pleased.
I presume Woodika will entreat me to cull these followers.
The simplest solution.
I will not. The wheel turns. I merely guide.
You fear you cannot.
What Helia says is true. I reached into their pool of souls. I could not reap them. I must know why.
I agree. Though I will say this. The Queen may have her motives. Sometimes standing idly by is greater subterfuge than action.
I hope this does not force all our hands.
I could roast a Ballarok on the energy coming off this thing. Envoy, it's clear that no matter what happened, these people couldn't stay in Fior. Just not sure you did the right thing. These people won't survive long in a place like Thirdborn. I suppose that's true. Still think they'll need help. At least they can do their animancy out there. I assume that's some comfort to them. Right, changing the subject. Not before I've done some reading.
We should talk. What happened to Fior Messiverno could have been worse. A lot worse. But that doesn't mean the living lands is safe. If anything, it's more dangerous by far. We never forgot. No matter where Animancers go, someone is always trying to kill us. Nothing enrages the gods more than mortals in pursuit of knowledge.
So that's the voice acting is so good. Yeah, it's getting better so far. They're still the same voice actors, I think, for the other AAA games like Dragon Age, I believe.
I can't blame you for growing up with a head full of Adiran
Does
propaganda.
that tell you, like Baldur's Gate?
It's time
Yeah,
to form
probably
your
more
own
than likely
opinions.
they're also
Listen
got the
to me.
Baldur's Gate
A
stuff.
failed Animancer lashing out
Usually,
of everything
it's almost
he
always
reads.
going to be this
Even
same
with all the
names.
tools at my disposal, I couldn't stop the Dream Scourge.
Especially for the
And I
specific
couldn't
genre.
save my people.
Most
How do I
studios get
live
the
up to
same
my
voice
family's
actors
example when
because
I can't
they
even
are,
help myself?
they play the stereotype that they need very, very well.
I wish I could. But that legacy is a debt I can never pay off. My parents died pursuing a better future for Animancers. I can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. And right now, that's all it is. I have some pondering to do. Let me know if there's anything else. Sending my people to Thirdborn. It's a good arrangement. They get a roof over their heads, the city gets animancers, and everyone gets along. For once. The free settlements have enough cultural and ideological differences that we don't always see eye to eye. But when it comes to survival, there is no disagreement. We're in this together. Look, I know you didn't come to this island to help us. And yet you were here when others would have looked away. Despite everything that happened, it means a lot. Not a chance. You're going to accept my gratitude and enjoy every second of it. Well, onward to better things. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Not before I've done some reading.
Those dreams seem to be getting worse. How are you feeling? Nudge me if you hear anything in the woods. You know, swamps are always more colorful than I imagined. You ever get the feeling something doesn't want us here?
if it isn't the envoy again. Luckily, those steel garrote soldiers at the gate haven't bothered me yet. I'm just hoping not to draw their attention. Aye, they killed those poor rangers and have just been waiting there. Not a fan, I take it? Well, you're certainly not alone in that, friend. Anyway, it's not my business to interfere in. I've seen nothing and just wish to be on my way.
A moment of your time, if you please. From one Adiran to another. I go where the Inquisitor commands, just as you go where the Emperor commands. You interfered in our plans. Take it from me, Inquisitor Ludwig isn't at all pleased. In that case, maybe it's not too late to make amends.
You lost the fight for Emerald Stair, and now you ask for peace? Don't make me laugh.
Hear me out. That's all I ask. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head, and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our soldiers were poised to attack Fior Messiverno. If you had been made aware, you would not have interfered. You might not want to admit it, but Fior Messiverno is a settlement in decline. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. What exactly do you think you saved?
My home, which you have no right to condemn.
You've done nothing but condemn it. Shouting matches with the governor, open defiance.
I fight for my home because I cherish it, you shit-eating worm. Because I want us to survive.
Then I hope you enjoy the consequences of your actions. Fior Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them. Do you care about the stability of the island? Then judge it harshly. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes. Because we have one thing in common. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you, but don't get in our way a second time. It won't end well. You do that. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
You don't have to answer that.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. Ludwig told me to open a path for you by any means necessary, and that's exactly what I did. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances. You know, there's a depraved part of me that was hoping you'd make this interesting.
Let's make this a battle to remember.
Sorry it'll be over so quickly then.
One for you!
He's also...
Not bad for a scholar.
What's up, Potions? Welcome back.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we
You're
fight
back
the
to
Dream
Avowed.
Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention why the Steel Garrote attacked my fucking home. Who cares what she believes? What right have the dead to judge the living? We were lucky this time. My people will be on high alert, but that doesn't mean we're safe. The Steel Garrote are hunting anyone who doesn't conform to their vision of the living lands. Our freedom is on the line.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in
Playing
Thirdborn?
7 Days to Die? Gotcha. You've been starting a lot of games. When was the last time you finished a game, Horshits? How's 7 Days, by the way? I heard there was a new patch recently or upcoming. Not sure.
Thirdborn's a rugged place that attracts rugged people. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back, changed. Their bodies and minds twisted, corrupted. Some confused and disoriented like Belena, others violent like Adelaro.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. Town full of survivors. Anyone who decides to stake out a life in Shatterscarp isn't someone you want to mess with. Good enough people, though. And generally less likely to rob you or
PS5
bore you
versus hard,
than other
struggle with
places
it,
we've
looking for
been.
surviving is
Everything we
hard,
learned
beginning
in
just complete
Nakutadek
Jurassic.
points us to the garden.
Okay,
Thirdborn is just a
nice.
stepping stone.
Alright, well done.
We don't know anything about
That's
the
the
garden.
way. Finish
Could be a
the
myth.
fight.
Or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden. We find the Dream
I see.
Scourge.
So how is 7 Days to Die in the PS version? Is it in sync with the PC version? Because I'll be honest, I am waiting for the last update that they can before I start the game. Because I'm not a fan of restarting a game whenever they pull out a major update, which changes the whole game.
Indeed. And deep roots waiting to be unearthed. Yatsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try. This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes. We cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything?
So that Oceans, how to know when the game has had its final update. Okay, not really final update. It's more like, you can tell that the game's about to hit its final update when they don't change anything overt in the game. So what I mean by overt, we're talking like they're no longer changing the models, they're no longer changing, in the general look of the game. So it's more just optimization passes and just security fixes, bug fixes. If it's always kind of like that for a while, then that's pretty much already almost final, at least for the vanilla game. The DLC is a different story, of course. But yeah, normally most games, they by standard convention, we're talking like the real standard convention for games, is that once the game hits the 1.0 status, usually that is declared, the devs will be declaring that they're not going to be changing anything drastic to the look at the very least, or the game design of the game. So if the game is still at 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, that will tell you that the game could potentially go through a major overhaul, which will sometimes force you to restart your progression. So I stopped myself from playing games that hasn't reached the 1.0 yet. But in this regard, 7 days is not really done by devs. I think they're indie devs, so they kind of do not follow the standard conventions. They've been overhauling the game a lot, like major changes. So yeah, that's one reason why I haven't gone through a full 7 days playthrough yet, is because I'm almost certain they're gonna do something that will break the progression. It's gonna make you restart again. You hear you, bro? Restarting game because the update will be Yes, definitely Not a fan.
What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek.
Yeah, I'm pretty much at that stage in gaming where I view my time as an investment. So if ever gonna start a game, I have a commitment that, for example, any story game I start, I will start it and end the game live on stream within the month if I can. It's just like my own gamer discipline that I kinda maintain over the years. So yeah, always finish the games, never start a new one unless you really, really want to. Because if you keep starting a lot of games all at the same time, you're never gonna finish anything. And that kind of behavior will bleed through in reality, so you end up not finishing or anything even in the actual other stuff in real life. You end up training your mind to be that way.
Start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then? Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. I wanted to say, for all of its imperfections, Fiorme Siverno deserves a second chance. Thanks to you, it has one. I won't forget it. Not before we answer to her. Just to be safe, we should remain vigilant. Sleep in shifts. Look after each other. Rest while you can. Our enemies are organized, but so are we.
Let's get some rest. We have a long day ahead of us.
Oh my god, it's not a big place. Yeah. Here we go.
You smell death here.
Listen to me. Look here. Can you focus on my voice? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just dizzy.
That last pack gouged a hole through our ranks.
Too many. Not even counting the ones we had to put down because they turned into dream thoughts.
I had to put down 3 good men myself. Telling their family. That was worse.
Don't talk to me like you're the only one who understands hardship. I'm going to face into a new one soon.
You think we want to be here? Thinking me?
We have enough supplies, but not enough kith.
Move along, envoy. Move along, envoy.
At least the shack stopped smouldering. Many of our people settle there by their own will. I don't know. Careful out there.
You'll be on your own out here. Careful where you step.
What have we got? There's no going home after this. Not really.
Never should have come here.
What did this? The trains.
We'll be counting the dream thralls for a while yet. Must be at least 30 or more we killed.
Another Adiran, Kutapau.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
Drowning in salt water would have been preferable. Dream thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran dream thralls. Look around you, envoy. Our Kith don't wear your fancy armor.
We don't have time to argue. The Dream Scourge has been ravaging our camp.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe. I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't recognize the name.
Of course, that strange Orlan scholar. She came through not too long ago. Should be in town by now. Before you go, envoy, Kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right?
Good luck, Envoy. Gods protect you.
They're not fighting over territory, they're fighting over who has suffered the most. We live in unusual times.
Thirdborners have been on edge ever since the... Ah, welcome to the shit, Envoy. Sorry for the mess, but it can't be helped. Not when a fucking horde of dream thralls screams up the path. At least they're not coming out of the fucking rock like they did in the mines. Oh, dream thrall spiders.
Nothing is spared this plague. Neither the land, nor the creatures who inhabit it.
Aye, a living nightmare. They swarmed just like that. At least dream scourge people don't eat their kill. What kind of feet have you got? We're talking about a whole mine filled with them. Follow the path down. You'll see the elevator. It's broken now, but the mines are just on the cliff above.
I used to hear stories about cave-ins up there. Watch your step.
If you hit the Leviathan skull when you're up there, you've gone too far. You'll know it when you see it. The powers that be decided we'd help Thirdborn reopen an old, abandoned sulfur mine. Help arm Thirdborn against the Dream Scourge, you see. Make friends. But it's not my place to talk about any of it. If it please you, sounds like they need all the help they can get.
Clearing out dream-scourged spiders. Sounds like honest work to me.
Darren! Please. We need help.
Our parents,
We were out finding food, but when we came back, they changed.
They attacked us, tried to rip us apart.
Did you say your parents changed? Oh no.
We locked them inside the house, but we don't know what to do.
You'll be taken care of, I promise. Just don't look back.
They're going to kill them!
Shh. It'll be okay, Tamamu. They're in our home by the cliff face.
No. Mother. Father.
Please. Try to make it fast. And let us know when it's over. We'll need to do the last rites.
Let us know when it's over. Gods, what a thing to say about one's family.
Eye sharp. Dream thralls ahead. Oh no, you're in the brush!
Next one's mine.
It's been stragglers from Eagle's Reach. They weren't ready for this.
Good shooting, Kai.
Drink lots of water, or in a few hours you'll feel cannon fire in your head. Hard to believe it's been 6 years since I saw this place.
Yeah.
Stranded between the Eteran army and the desert of
We took you in when the dream thrall swarmed. We weren't bad company, were we?
That's neither here nor there. I don't like being stuck out here. I don't know when the dream thralls are going to attack.
You take it. Remind me not to spook you.
Protect the envoy! This one's mine. Watch the left!
We see you! Birds of light!
Some of them are still wearing third-born homespun or Adiran armor.
How long must the living land suffer?
That's one for us.
Kai, weapons ready.
Devour!
Nicely done.
New leaves in the oasis. Why did you cut them down?
quiet as the depths.
Knives in the shadows! You take our mark. Quarry in the brush!
It feels wrong killing them. But what choice do we have?
We've got to put a stop to this thing, Envoy.
That Oceans, you seem to be faring in this game much better than you're surviving. It's like, oh shit.
Is that all you got?
Are you running on the defaults for 7 days or got a challenge custom setting? Don't worry. Survival games, when you play a survival game, it builds character. Yeah. Keep going for it. If you go down, just stand back up. Figured out a way to survive like honey wooden storms. Yep, that's right. Zombie. Sounds like you need to collect the weapon. You gotta take the fight to the enemy. I'm a believer of offense is the best defense. 'cause they can't hurt you if they're dead.
I explored these caves years ago. I had no idea they went so deep.
Yep. The only way to solve that problem is with a very big stick.
I admit it's much nicer than I expected. A more than suitable home for a shrine.
Is it a compliment or a hint? You might not be alone.
Seems to be missing a few parts.
Bring up elemental balance. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Ask your mom. Which side did I come from? Ah, shit. Been here. Go inside, full creative, not confused. See what's in here. It's a lot of environmental thingy.
Did you see the 100 visions too? Were you also called by he who sees and isn't seen? I am speaking of Wal, the obscured, god of illusions and revelations, futures and falsehoods.
They often talk in riddles, and those of us who are faithful to them spend a lot of time interpreting them. Does your god ever toy with you? Mine taunts their chosen with nonsense. A shrine, one of a great many. Each god has several of their own. I had a dream a few weeks ago of Wal. Some say you can hear the gods whispering in these totems. I've tried. It hasn't worked. It's a wonder any of us are still sane, really, between our gods and this plague. You know, you're not the first person who has asked me that. Wal protects me. I'll share their power if you humor my request. I said nonsense, not madness. But don't worry. I won't request anything as dire as what has been asked of you or will be asked. I forget what I was told. Tell me if you feel like you're in control still. That's all I want. Tell me if you possess autonomy and choice. Truly. I suppose as long as your purpose is aligned, it'll all be fine. Normally I wouldn't mind passing time, trading nonsense, but I've things to do here. So, take this and go. You'll be fine.
That sounds familiar.
Just try not to think too much of your place in the world.
I'll wager those artifacts you found fit together somehow. Let's have a closer look at camp.
Treacherous wind!
Nice!
In the eyes!
Have done it better.
You have to work on upgrading stamina in 7 days. Yeah. Speed. Speed is key. Just like in art. Good day, thanks, but I'll be honest, I'm getting rusty. Should I say rusty-er? Ah, shit. I'm getting that now. In Ark, you only upgrade unencumbered Carry weight? Yeah. You just need enough speed to get away from raptors. The rest is you can carry weight. That's a secret to work. Speed is key when you're running solo.
Yeah.
Hello, Golden Clear. Welcome to the channel.
Well struck.
Walls are all gone. Is anyone there?
Another win, but who's counting?
Yeah.
Your face. You must be a dream thrall.
Is that any way to start a conversation?
No, no. You're one of them. No need. I just need to gather myself. They destroyed all my wares, tore my cart into splinters.
We took care of it already. The ones who attacked you are gone.
Thank you. Please, I think I need a moment alone. Then I'll take what's left of my things and go. If you see anything you'd like, it's yours.
And I thought Emerald Stair was in trouble. How anyone survives here is a mystery.
I still have a few things I can sell. Is there anything you'd like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nope. Did 30 minutes for me. You still have work, right? It's okay. You can go. You can. We got different time schedules. It's fine. Is there anything in this game that you love in particular? When it comes to games, since I've played a lot of games, it's very hard to impress me, if I'm gonna be honest. And so far, I can see them picking up on a lot of Skyrim and general Elder Scrolls-ness. As far as something that's unique, I cannot still say for certain that anything is jumping out to really make me say that it's a unique experience. For now, it's an above average game for me. Currently. I'm not impressed yet. What I like is they did indeed manage to achieve the Skyrim Elder Scrolls feel without being Skyrim or Elder Scrolls.
I hope Thirdborn is a good community for me.
It has a genuine RPG feel, which is good.
Thirdborn's a rough town, but it's
even
not
for an
all bad.
FPS.
Did that artifact get warmer?
What
or
the
am I
hell is
imagining
this?
It's like a glove.
Right. As we were saying.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, I can be rather brutal if needed. That's the reason why I always hold my opinions until after I finish the game, because it's my nature. that I've seen a lot. I'm impressing me or surprising me is very, let's just say, an occasional thing, not an often thing. You know how things are. It's kind of like how the movie critics are. At some point, the movie critics will no longer be impressed. It kind of may make them sound a little more hypercritical from time to time. Just because they've seen a lot. That's how it works. So K-Rock's Pride is gonna need petrified wood. Oh, so you can do that. I need more.
Thirdborn's a rough town.
Nah. Corrupted Adra. Cave coral. Wow. 2 coral and 4 black. Is there blackwood yet? There. 4 black. Gotta be careful with that, Oceans. The algorithm may flag you as a bot. They monitor how you speak. Cave coral once more. Two corals. Three. Not enough. Leather. $21 leather. Yikes. Six words. Yep, they will. Remember the bots that spam paragraphs? They kind of do the same thing. Yeah, just saying, just be careful. Oh, they're still legendary. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Corrupted Adra.
But it's
Stick with
not
this for
all
now.
that. Assuming they're willing to pull their weight.
Animancers can be an eccentric bunch, but we know the meaning of a good day's work.
This place was bad enough before the
Solutions,
Dream Scourge.
bot spam
Now it's downright
paragraphs. Oh, yeah.
hazardous.
Oh, you haven't gotten to the other types. There are other types there. Once upon a time, the reason why you're looking at the chat that's very clean right now is because I have active
This used to be a fertile land.
Auto
Lakes,
mods
forests,
working in the background.
all of that.
Filtering
And everything suddenly changed
those
several
spam
hundred
messages.
years ago.
If I turn
Now
off
it's
all those
blasted
active
deserts,
mods,
dried up
my
seas.
channel
Anything
will
that
be
lives here is
blasted
simply
by
stubborn enough not to
paragraph
die.
spams.
That's the most apt description of Thirdborn I've ever heard.
I've taken people to and from Thirdborn, and they've all survived. Mostly because they were only going to and from Thirdborn. I have a feeling our quest is going to take us well outside that well-traveled path. What do you need? You too.
I don't leave Emerald Stair often enough. With everything going on, there's been no time to explore. Finally, I had a moment to myself, and look what happened. The Steel Garrote invaded the living lands. Sorry. I'm in a mood, if you couldn't tell. Only if you can stand the ramblings of a depressed bookworm. I used to think I had it all figured out. But the living lands proved me wrong in so many ways. This entire island is the prison of a mad god. How is one Animancer supposed to compete with that? All we're missing is the juggling act. Maybe I'm being melodramatic, or maybe I'm not used to seeing things clearly. In the living lands. What if my entire career was a mistake? If a breakthrough is coming, it'd better hurry. I can't wait forever. You're a good listener as always, but I've taken enough of your time. I'll be fine, really. I'm not the first Animancer to question her life choices, and I won't be the last. Pleasant dreams.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about what happened in Emerald Stair. I know your Emperor sent you here to represent Adir. With the Steel Garrote trying to raise Fjord has got to make things harder for you. I mean, for you, personally. The cruelty behind the Steel Garrote's plans. It's hard to reconcile that with the place you've called home. I just wanted to know how you're feeling about all this. Yeah, I did my time fighting under Rawatai's flag in the Deadfire. Seeing what we did there, what we allowed. I felt like the home I knew was changing, bit by bit, or maybe I was. Enough about me, though. I want to know about you. You'd think this island's big enough, wouldn't you? Anyway, I just want to check in with you. This may be your burden, but you don't have to carry it alone. What's on your mind? A marker of his service to Thirdborn's defense, and something that helps his comrades identify his remains, if needed.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but you know it might. It's an old Rawataian naval tradition that Thirdborn's kept alive, and another debt I owe him. The story goes that a lot of the first arrivals were Rawataians without other prospects, too low on the ladder, afraid, too poor to learn another. Exactly. Rauatai is an inhospitable environment, to say the least, so my people have a proud tradition of seeking our fortunes elsewhere. Rauatai's got a big navy that always needs fresh blood, and there are plenty of opportunities for some bodyguards all over Eora. You got it. It's hard to say when Thirdborn was properly founded. It started as a convenient harbor for pirates and mercs to lie low. Bold, or desperate, fishing crews from Rauatai would follow seasonal catches out here. That tells you something about the people willing to attempt it. Over time, those early arrivals built huts, a proper harbor, and walls to protect them from all the hungry things in the desert. Well, that brought in a steady trickle of veterans, ruffians, trophy hunters, and rugged eccentrics. People looking for fresh adventure, or running from the consequences of their old ones. Your words, not mine. I can take watch. I'll be up a while anyway.
What if AI flag you? No. You get flagged as an AI spammer, your account gets banned. You best not chance it.
Those dream thralls are at Thirdborn's gates. Come on, you gotta help.
YouTube is notoriously hard to get a hold of, just like Facebook. Nothing goes wrong with your account and you're not a very high top 1% streamer, don't expect to get any response.
Another soul for the wield. Remain vigilant.
Ready for more?
Let's finish this.
Take your best shot.
He disturbs us. Hurry in the brush.
You won't get never had a chance.
Hurry high.
Fucking dream thralls.
I was worried for a second.
going to pretend like nothing happened?
Yes, because of these hearing, thankfully.
You, Lovato. I was talking to myself again, wasn't I? Sorry. I don't know. Do I? Maybe I'm just nervous. I had a dream about crossing the great sand sea, you see. Great dunes and shifting clouds. I had this feeling I'd come back changed. No, just recently. It was so vivid. I keep hoping I'll have it again when I sleep. I have to know what's out there. What a strange question. Of course not. There are no trees out there. Or maybe there are. Huh. Bad habit. Suppose I was. I told you, I'll be fine. It's not like I'm the first one to make the trip. I should get going. As soon as I remember which way that is.
Hmm.
You found the map? Good luck with it. Alright, I think that's everything.
I still remember the first time I saw these dunes. In the heat haze, they looked just like waves.
He's also...
piece of soul.
Thomas Memorial. Sorry, I'm not ready for this yet.
Not bad, Envoy.
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giada.
Not sure what to do here. Oh, okay. This one. That works.
Unseen, unheard.
Quick and painless. That's done? Who's hungry?
Treacherous weed!
Nicely done!
Swarm! Devour!
Stand a chance!
Another soul!
Yeah.
Forgive me. I keep thinking of home.
Hey there, brother. You here for a dip? Or, were you here on empirical business? I'm allowed to be here, you know. I'm not breaking any law, 'cause there are none. And I haven't run guns in years. Well, I'm waiting. Hello? Huh. I was about to say something else, but I forgot. I know what you're thinking. That's illegal. But that's just your opinion, brother. Riddle me this, envoy. If I'm stealing from Rawatai, and I'm selling to Adir, and I'm doing it in the Deadfire, whose jail will I be sitting in if I get caught?
It depends on who's winning that day.
That's neither here nor there. Old Mama Rawatai, she had more guns than grains. She wouldn't miss a few. And your people had coin enough to buy the harvest. Easy math, you ask me. Not that I was the one doing it. I don't make a habit of thinking, you know. That's right. Well, I gotta get back to my sunbathing. Hey, you be sure to take in those waters before you go.
It sounds pretty well done to me. Nothing like a win with a good team.
Lead the way.
whisper on the wind? A temple built on sand, Water diverted from its course. The sea runs dry. Now our memory is a wound reopened. You are Nimana, one of those who speak for us. Your gift shone a different shade from others of your kind. The souls of the departed danced before you like sea foam. Tell us, what did you make of the songs they sang to you? You were blind to the future as we are. They did not understand. One day, a voice called you to the wilds outside your village. Find us in the highest heights, we said. Come, speak to us. You left your world behind, set off upon uncharted sea. Cocoon, a traveling cloak, break down to transform the self. One day, you came to the place where the stone challenged the clouds. Night fell. 100 blazing lights refracted in the sky. We appeared. Your essence joined with ours. We shared what we had seen. You perceived us in new colors. Tell us, Nimana, what did you learn? Cherish the body. Feed it. An offering of gratitude. You sailed home to the village, eager to share what you had seen. We prickled. Something was wrong. Trouble like salt on the breeze. People had chased the water back. They raised the wood and stone. They built a tremendous temple. They offered us their stores of food. Trap the falcon, clip its wings. They feared you. They feared us. They tried to placate, to control. Your eyes turned up. You saw a statue, a prison. This was not our form. A wellspring boiled. Our cry rose in your throat. This could not stand. A tongue bitten. You hung your head. They piled the offerings higher. Why did you not speak for us?
You gave up in 7 days? Why? Let's power through.
The right betrays the herd. The ground shakes. The thorns prick. A crack carves through the pillars. Why? The tide crashes. The earth gives way beneath our roots. We cannot. We breathe. A ship in the eye of the storm.
Oof, it's 2:30 a.m.
A cut. A chasm as deep as the
I think
sea.
we're gonna have to hold here.
A wound gouged into our skin in our thrashing. We did this. Purge the poison. Let it out. The only path is through. The sun rose on the barren earth. We had swallowed the village.
You played
Nothing
Green Hell
but
for 2 hours and never
remained.
touched it again. Okay.
Those who survived were cast
I'm
adrift.
beginning to see a
Whales
pattern
beached
here.
on the sand.
Well,
You could have
the
led them.
answer to your issues is on the other side
You
of
had
things that you've given up on. In more ways than one. This is a test. This is how you build your character. Nah, you gotta learn how to survive the storm. Calm waters is easy. The real challenge is surviving the storm. You gotta power through the challenge. That's what makes a survival game good. That's how you build yourself. That's true. But that also, again, for me, this is just my, I wouldn't say logic. It's just how I see things, where I see things as a game. It's not really just a game. It is like, in a sense, a test of yourself on how you decide on things. If you get what I mean. Nah, it's no. It's not just about being an advanced gamer. It's about being. It's like this is your way of, let's just say, developing your personality. Because you cannot always change yourself in real life, right? But you can always change yourself inside the game world. And sometimes, if you're able to change yourself inside the game world, that little bit of that game self of yours can bleed over to reality. Follow what I mean? And I kind of really believe that. So, whenever you encounter any kind of trouble in the game, because you've experienced it in the game and learned to solve it, learned to power through it, whenever you do encounter something similar in real life, that gives you that little bit of edge for you to not fail on that challenge. That's the reason why at least for me, that's how I see it. Use the games as your training grounds. Use the games as your chance to change that thing that you cannot seem to be able to work out in your thing and other things in life, right? So yeah, that's just how I see it. That's one reason why I'm a fan of survival games. Because that's the spirit of survival games. It builds personality. It builds character. Yeah, like example, whenever I play RPG games, I make a self-promise, not gonna touch any guides. Whenever I make a decision kind of part of, like, for example, what's happening right now,
I will deal with it. I will. It's not really absorb. There's not a word. I'll just handle the consequences of my actions. So even if I don't get the perfect ending, whatever I get is the result of the current conditioning of my mind. And it kind of gives you a bit of an insight to yourself. Do you tend to make the wrong decisions and believe the wrong people? And then these wrong people end up betraying you? Then, because of you experienced it in a safer environment, such as in a game, perhaps in the future, once you encounter something a similar kind of situation, you'll be able to make wiser choices in life.
A grieving wolf forsakes the moon. People again condemned to wander. A village, one day rebuilt. In time, all those who spoke for us came to Thirdborn to face their fate. Tradition without memory, a trial of unknown lineage. We saw the clay settle on the Ammonite, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Maximum stam by 10%. Nice. Time check 2:39 a.m. Yep. Got a sleepage. Just get my buns down here. Gonna call it a day. See that? Because I played Dying Light, I'm used to this. Parkour. Boom, and done. When officers overlook, and we have done an air maker. Yeah, that's still a lot of space to go through. Well, any hootenanny assumptions? That's it. Gotta call it 2:40 a.m. Gotta keep the schedules. It's supposed to be 2 a.m. Time to sleep. See you in the next one. It's for everybody else out there. As always, thanks for the likes, follows, subscribes, and everything. Thanks for watching. This is Avowed 2.0, first major update in a while again. You find new character. It's not classes. What's that again? Character types. Now you got access to the furry ones and the dwarves and the fish guys. And performance seems to be a tad better than before. Alright. And with that, as always, thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.